All right, everyone, let's begin. So this is the fourth concept that we'll be looking at in the data interpretation part, that is the line graphs. Quite similar to the bar graphs part that we were looking. It's just the representation has changed. But in changing the representation, there are quite few techniques or ways in which the questions that are being asked can be changed too. So we'll have a look at it and as usual, gradually improve the difficulty level of the questions and look some of the questions where questions will be asked giving you different combinations. Like you might be given a bar graph and a line graph, or a line graph as a pie chart combination. It can be any. So what you can have is in exams, you can expect a combination of two or three graphs as well. Like you can have a bar graph, you can have a line graph, you can have a pie chart combination of three, and you can be asked to sit on all this. The only thing is how quickly you can interpret the data. So let's suppose you used to have your pie charts, bar graphs. There we had like this data, like skyscraper buildings. And what used to do is we used to draw histograms, right? In your 10th standard statistics, you might have learned that the average of this is taken and the line is plotted. Well, this is what the line graph is basically. So this is how a line graph is obtained, and it will be plotted across the parameters. So questions are asked to be what is the change. Then the questions asked might be if this is the year 2000, if this is 2005, 2006. Then they will be asked what is the change that has occurred from this year to this year. Then accordingly you will calculate and compute the data. The normal calculations were did and the ratios part that we utilized. So this is more or less the basic thing that we will be doing. Apart from it, let's start with the question. So in the question, it is first given the line graph represents the number of units sold by three companies X, Y, and Z. And they have a different representation. Z is a circle, Y is a kite, X is a square. From 2003 to 2007-8, and accordingly there are questions asked. Let's dive into the questions then. Yeah. Looking at the first question, if in 2004-2005 the manufacturing cost and selling price of each unit of all the companies is 25 and 40 respectively. So we have manufacturing and we have the selling. Manufacture at 25, sell at 40, profit is already 50. Then the total profit earned by all the three companies in that year, if all the manufactured goods are sold, the key point to note is all the goods are sold, and we can see here units are in thousand. Basically start with the profits, then you are done with it, use the number, multiply it, and then start with the calculation part. Do the calculations then, hurry up. I hope the question is clear for everyone. This is the data that you would be looking at. Yes, Uttam, correct.
Okay, Sri, can you scroll up first?
Scroll up. What do you want?
No, don't. Sorry. Actually, I want to know whether it's in millions or lakhs.
It's in thousands. The number of units are in thousands. So this is 10,000, this is 15,000, this is 20,000. Is it clear now?
Yes, case.
Okay. No, Aswek, please recheck your answer. Manideep, your answer is correct. Yeah. Confused with million and thousand?
Yeah,
By the way, how much is 1 million?
10 lakhs.
Lakh.
Okay, good. Start with the other questions then. This set is fairly simple. If you want the questions to be zoomed in or zoomed down, do let me know. Yes, Uttam, second one is correct. Good. No, Aswek. Others, have you understood the question? Anshula, have you understood the question?
Yes, Kesley.
Okay,
Actually, by mistake, I multiplied x values with the z and z by x.
okay,
Yeah.
fine. Okay. Prerit, have you understood the question? Prerit, am I audible? Okay. Seems it's Prerit's dinner time then. He has his own jugaad. What happened? Is the third question that difficult? Yes, Ashwit, now it's correct. Manideep correct. Anshula correct. Sometimes easy questions in line graphs can easily be expected. I mean, if you can have a look at the CAT 2015 paper, I'm Ahmedabad has had asked quite an easy question on line graphs in a difficult DILR paper. So sometimes you can expect surprises on the easier side as well in a difficult paper. And what happens is because people find the paper difficult, they think that even this set has some hidden tricks and difficult. So you need to be fast with your calculations. What happened? Is the third question difficult to understand, everyone?
Actually, for all values, none of the option is satisfying.
Okay, I don't think so, by the way. I mean, see, it can be little ambiguous, but okay, fine. Which do you think, according to you, is the most suitable one, the most correct one? Because you will have such questions in VARC paragraphs as well. Sometimes that you will find that none of the option is actually completely correct, but to an extent, the most correct answer is. Then which one would you choose in third? Yes, Uttam, correct. Guys, don't overthink the third question. It's pretty straightforward. The hint is the options are given to twist you. Some options are given to purposely make an easy looking question look difficult. Trust me, it's very easy. It's more of a qualitative question than a quantitative question. Use your intuition. What is looking from the graph? Yes, Ashwik and Anshula, fourth is correct. Ashwik, fifth is correct too. Uttam, I didn't get you. What do you mean to say exactly?
Okay, sir, in the third question, actually in the options, if inverse proportional relationship or direct proportional relationship is, I mean, it is mentioned like that, so it would be obvious to answer.
Okay, acha. Yeah, it will be then. Others who haven't answered third one, Ashwik, what do you think is the third answer? I would say third is the easiest question of all five. Just don't overthink it.
Is my
No,
third correct?
no, third is not. How can you
No.
get
Sorry,
the
sir.
answer actually?
I took Y as it because these dots are very confusing actually. With
Yeah,
all of them look similar.
happens. Yes, Anshala, third one is now correct. Just intuitively look at the graph, you will get the answer. You don't need to even put a dot on the paper to calculate. It's almost that straightforward, almost, I would say. No, Ashwik, still not correct.
What does direct relationship means?
Direct proportion.
Acha, directly proportional. Okay, sorry, my bad.
No, your point is valid. Direct proportion, direct relationship can mean different things. It's okay. That's what even Uttama said in the comments. Yes, Uttam, fourth and fifth are correct. Great. All right, guys, last 30 seconds. We'll move to the next set. Get your third questions cleared. Manideep, what happened? I haven't received your fourth and fifth answer. Yes, Ashwik, third is correct. No, Manideep, fifth is not correct. Where did you get stuck in the question?
Actually, Kesari, I was still thinking about that one only.
Okay, let me explain the third one. See, it's all about wordings. It says, if I increase the quantity, basically, are the prices and everything increasing or not, basically? In short. So, are basically, if X increases, is Z increasing as well? If X is selling more, is Z selling more?
Yes.
Exactly. Indirectly, that's the thing. Okay,
Uh,
if I change the question, hold on, Ashwik. If I change the question to Y and Z, what will be your answer?
inverse relation.
Indirect.
Yes, indirect, inverse proportional. You can name it inverse proportion, or you can even have then sum of the revenues is constant, but for that you will have to do calculations. You will have to add, which is not the exact case. Like first year it is 25, second year is 35, then 35, then 25, then 25. So that's not the case. So inverse would be a better one, I would say. Got the question, Manideep? Third one?
Yes, Kesari.
Yeah. Well, fourth ka answer is A and fifth ka answer is D. I will mark it, take a screenshot, and let's move forward. Otherwise, we'll waste too much time in this question. If you have any doubt, then ask me later. Okay, let's move to the next set then. Here, quite similar, but more number of difficult diagrams. So here, you will have to relate them. Here you have total income, that is circle. Household expenses, let me increase the diagram. Now is it visible clearly?
Yes, Kesari.
Okay. Household expenses is a triangle and your educational expenses is a square. And you have two important formulas here. One is this and the second is this. So now according to this, you have to answer the questions. That's it. The tricks in this question would be, if you can solve these questions without using pen and paper, you'll save a lot of time. And it can be done. Approximations would help a great deal in some of the questions. Like the sixth question. No, Manideep. Yes, Ashwin, correct. No, Uttam. First, let each one of you solve the sixth one, then I will let you know the trick. Yeah, Anshula, correct.
Kesari, my seventh is correct.
Yes, Ashwin, seventh is correct. Manideep, yes, your sixth is correct now. Uttam, no, your sixth is not correct yet. Ashwin, hold on a minute. I have to discuss an important thing, sixth, then we'll move to the next questions. First, let everyone get sixth correct using the normal method. Hurry up, guys. Give me the correct answer for sixth as well as seventh. Seventh is quite easy. Sixth one is a bit calculation intensive, that's it. Yes, Manidip, seventh is correct. Okay, let's discuss sixth one then. So, Ashwin, how did you solve the sixth one? Which method did you use?
I directly calculated the savings and then savings by education expense. That's it.
Then did you did for each one of them from A to
E-
H?
e- For seventh, although I didn't do much calculation, but
Yeah,
yes.
not for seventh, but for sixth you did for each and every
Yeah,
household.
yes, I did.
Subtracting part. Okay.
Right.
Anybody else who did any other thing? Who tried anything different? No? Okay. So it is being asked, for how many families is the ratio of savings to educational expenses more than 0.6? Okay. Let us assume it is 0.6 or 0.7. Okay. So let's substitute. So let our educational expenses, this part, let that be X. So what we'll have is total income minus household is equal to basically 1.66. Will you get this? This will go on the that side, opposite side. So instead of every time subtracting and taking a ratio, I mean, instead, if it took you 2 to 3 minutes, it will take you 1 minute now. Is just subtract this 2 and multiply this by 16. Now just compare which one is greater. That's it. Job done. No need to every time do this and that. I mean, I know it won't look much, but instead of a 4-step calculation part, now it is becoming a 2-step part. Subtract this, multiply and compare. Done. It will take way lesser time next time. So anything that is asked quite similar to this, next time what you do is substitute this ratio here. You will get an equation and then try to implement that part. Understood everyone?
Can you please explain it?
Okay, sure. I will explain it. In the question, it is asked for how many families is the ratio of savings to educational expenses more than 0.6. Let us assume it is 0.6 for now, because that's the bother condition. So educational expenses, let it be X. Okay, so this is X. And we want savings to educational expenses should be 0.6 or greater than this. Then can we say this is 0.6 savings? So this X goes this side. It will become 1.6x is equal to total income minus household expenses. Now, instead of a 4-step method where from this you will subtract this, then you will subtract this, whatever will be the number, then take a ratio of this, and then see if it is greater or less than 0.6 or not, just subtract this and compare it by 1.6 times this. That's it. Here the thing is, in this question, since there are very less parameters, it's total income, household expenses, and educational. What if there were taxes, transport bill, something or the other? Okay, if there are 4-5 different things, what will happen is generally your normal traditional method, there's bound to be some things you will miss 1 or 2 cases, borderline condition or something. This, the calculations are less, you will still save at least 1 or 2 minutes in that question. That's it. Not a much improvement, but the chances of success increase because you can make less calculations, less error. That's it. The same thing, you will get some questions, I mean, wherein it will be asked, it is 60% of the percent savings. You will have to apply similar thing here as well in the upcoming questions. So keep this hint in mind while moving forward. I hope this is clear for everyone. Okay, let's move then. Now solve the 8th, 9th, and 10th questions. It is pretty straightforward, like 7th one. Your 9th is similar to 6th, and your 10th is more like a 10th. If you use a qualitative approach, it will increase your timing. I mean, reduce your timing used for the question. No, Tom, please check your answer. It's not correct. Yes, Anshula, correct answer. Manidip, correct answer for 8th. Ashwin, did you give 8th answer or I missed it?
I gave.
Okay, 1 second. Could you please type it again? I suppose it got lost. Yeah, it's correct. Okay, right. Yeah, your 9th is correct as well. Good. Ashwin, did you use the same calculations in 9th question that you had used for 6th one?
No, actually I didn't use any calculations. I took assumptions.
Okay. Yes, Ashwin, correct. Good, you have completed the set. Others, hurry up. It is an easier set. We have a lot to cover. Yes, Anshula, correct. 10th one. Prerit, are you back or still at dinner table?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. So, did you solve any question in this set?
Yes, I'm still solving.
Okay. I'd say if you are behind in this set, I would say then whichever part is left, please solve it. Then we have to move to the next question because others, hurry up. So let me mark the answers for your reference. 6th is A, 7th is D, 8th is A. For family A it was 6,000, for family D it was 2,000, and A was 400 more than D, that is 4,000 is double of that 2,000, so it's 200%. 9th is B and your 10th one was C. It's pure calculations, but that's it. How quick you can be with the calculations without using calculator. What happened all of a sudden? So many got disconnected. Manindra, did you understand what mistake did you make in the 10th part?
Yes, Kesari.
Hmm. It's not about the absolute number, it's about the percentage.
Yeah, that's why I was checking which one has more savings, so I got wrong over there.
Yeah, yes. That's what I thought. Okay, so everybody clear with this set? Let's move to the next one then. Okay. So this is your next set. Let me enlarge it. Yeah. Like I had mentioned, now you have a combination of two different things. The first line graphs gives you sales and the second gives you profits over the years. First gives you sales, second gives you profits. And the formula is below. Sales minus expenses is your profit. And this is a subjective question, so calculations have to be on spot. I don't think so it requires any further explanation part. And do remember the hint I had given you in the previous question for this previous set for the sixth question. It will come handy. I mean, there are still very less variables here, but it might save you a few minutes.
Kesri, the second graph shows the expenses or profit?
It shows the profit.
Okay.
Yes, Ashvik and Anshula, correct answers for 16th. Good. And do remember that answers for such questions can be expected if they are in decimals. It can be expected of you to give correct answers till 2 decimal places because you will be having an on-screen calculator. No, Ashvik. 17th is not correct. No, Manidip, 16th is not correct. How did you get such a huge number? Even if I add the sales, it won't give me that big of a number. Yes, Anshula, correct. 17th one. No, Ashvik, still not correct. Manidip, have you understood the question?
Yes, Kesri.
The data is visible, right?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, good. Yes, Ashvik, now it's correct. What happened the previous first 2 times?
No, I was actually calculating expenses by profit minus expenses by expenses. That's how I was doing.
That's why I said, please be careful that it is given sales and profit.
Yeah, yeah.
Reddit, your 16th is right, 18th is right, 17th is right as well. The thing is, I mean, the right answer is 25.75, but I will give it to you. No, Ashvik, 18th is not correct. Others, hurry up with the 18th, 19th, and 20th. Yes, Anshula, correct. It took you a lot of time, I guess.
Kesari,
No,
I don't know
Ashwik,
what.
still not correct.
Actually,
Yeah, go ahead.
my Zoom class is automatically left out to me again and again.
Okay. Okay. Is the problem sorted now?
I don't know. It happens for 5 to 6 times from the class starting.
Maybe there's some issue with the servers today.
I think.
It it has happened with me in the like a few times.
Actually, it happens for the first time, and I'm surprised what actually is going on.
It's okay, fine. Yes, Prerit, 19th is correct. Yes, Manitip, 18th is correct. Ashwik, please recheck your 18th calculations.
Actually, I didn't do any calculation. I was just going with the assumption method.
Fine.
Was
Your assumptions is a qualitative calculation. See, if you can come up with the right answer with your assumptions method, that's perfectly fine, and it would be great if you could save the time, provided it gives you right answers.
right.
If it starts giving you wrong answers, that's the opposite. You will spend more time in that. Read the question carefully. No, Madhidip, 19th is not correct. Please recheck. Anshula, 19th correct. Yeah, now you got correct, Ashwik. Others, hurry up. We'll close this set in 2 minutes. Okay, so this one was pretty easy, 138. 17th one was 25.75. 18th answer was 2016. 19th I won't say yet. Yes, Ashwik, correct. So the answer for 19th is 702. A lot of you have got it correct. Hurry up with the 20th part. Straightforward question. No, Prerit, the answer is not correct. Anshula, correct answer.
This time I'm 20th is correct.
Yeah, I said 20th is correct.
Oh, okay, okay. Actually, I again lost the train.
It's okay, okay, fine. That's why I've written the answers on the screen.
Thank you.
Hurry up, others. See, to
History.
yeah, go ahead.
In 21, can you explain the question how together we have to calculate
Together
that?
as in combination, addition of both of them.
And I'm still getting 2014.
You're still getting 2014.
The
No, you
lowest.
shouldn't get.
Actually, there is a slight difference of just 3. Maybe that's why credit is getting 2040.
So you mean to say in 2014, the answer is actually the expenses bigger in 2014?
No, the less.
Yeah,
Expenses are the least in 2014.
no, they are leased in 2012.
How much in 2012 you're getting?
287.
And in 2014, it's 284.
It was somewhere around 280 change.
285,
Okay,
24.
close call here then.
In 2014, I'm getting 290.
Okay. Some questions are calculation intensive. Sometimes if the options are too close, you can't help it. Logic does not work there. You cannot eliminate it. Had this been a objective question instead of being a subjective one, you could have eliminated the options. Answer is to 2012. It gives the lowest options as said. I hope that makes it clear for this set. Anybody any doubt? We'll move to the next set then. All right, let's move to the next one then. So now we move to the new uncharted category where we have to interpret two completely different types of sets. Till now, two different types of graphs. Till now, we were interpreting two graphs which were quite similar in nature. Here, both were lines. Same inside a graph, all were line. Same here. Now the difference is one is a line, one is a pie chart. So it's given the monthly expenditure of 6 people A, B, C, D, E, F is, and it is given the breakup of expenses of D is, and you have to assume the ratio is almost the similar, if not stated. That's it, what is given. According to it, whatever is being asked is to be calculated. There's no extra information provided. And this is I would say a high level question. I mean, this can be easily expected in a CAT paper where you will have some ambiguity. So for now, at least I won't tell anything. Let me get some answers first so that I can understand at what level of comfort are you still operating in DILR. Then I will intervene. And what makes it even more interesting is the fact that it's a subjective question, not an objective one. So let's see who gets it correct. Yes, Prerit, Uttam and Anshula, sixth one is correct. Good. Uttam, I guess you missed some zeros in your seventh one. Yes, Manidip, sixth is correct. Seventh one is correct, Prerit. Uttam, your calculations are correct, but check your final answer. Yes, now it's correct. Yes, Anshula, correct answer. Good, that you guys are understanding the question. That's great. No, Ashwik, your sixth one is not correct. You, I think, messed up your calculation somewhere. Manidip, please recheck your seventh one. Prerit, you have made a small error in your eighth calculation at the final step. Ashwik, have you understood the question?
Yeah.
Okay. If at any point of time anybody does not understand any part of the question, do ask me. Prerit, your answer is now correct. Anshula, your answer is quite correct for it one. I would say that your decimals are not correct. If you have taken any approximation, please correct it. Manidip, your seventh is correct now. Uttam, your eighth one is not correct. Please recheck. Or if you haven't understood it, please ask. Once you understand the question,
Kesari, it is 71.42.
4.3 actually, but yeah.
4.3. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Thank you.
Prerit, what was the error you made first time? You had your answer 171.43.
Yes, I divided wrong. That's why.
Okay.
The difference should be divided from
Yeah.
the.
Yes. Yes, Mandeep, your seventh one is correct
Kesari,
now. Yeah, go
actually,
ahead.
I'm not getting question number 9 exactly. What he?
Same me also. I'm also not getting.
Yeah.
Okay. Solve the 10th one. We'll come to 9th later. No, Aswik, your 7th one is not correct. We'll come to 9th at the last. Till then, solve all the others. No, Prerit. 10th is not correct. Sorry, wait. 10th is correct. Prerit and Anshula, 10th is correct. Yeah. Others, hurry up. Okay, coming to the 9th question. See, now
Yes,
it
sir,
is
I'm
given.
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Acha, you're solving. No, I'm
Yeah.
just explaining the question. I'm not giving the hint.
Okay.
So it is given the monthly expenses on fuel for all the 6 6 people are same. Now your approach would be, you know, the breakup of expenses of D. You can calculate the expense of fuel from there. That will be exact same for everybody. A, B, C, D, E, F. Now from there you have to compare, is that expense, the number that you are getting, is it more than 5% of the salary or not? Expenditure or not? Got it? Yes, Ashwik, your 9th
Yes,
question
Yes,
is
Casey,
correct?
I got it now.
Okay. Ashwik gets the correct answer for the ones for whom others don't get it. Till now he was getting 2-3 answers wrong and he got the 9th one correct on the first go.
I mean, I like handling challenges. So
You like Jugaad on
yeah,
Engineers Day.
actually.
No, Prerit. 9th is not correct. No, Anshula, 9th is not correct. Please recheck. It has to be more than 5% or not. Say it's simple. You don't have to go that far. You
Oh.
just have to see how many people
Actually,
have
Casey, I gave the reverse answer.
exactly.
It can be done qualitatively also, no?
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to tell you. See, if I reduce the expenditure, naturally the fuel charge that is constant for everybody will become more than 5% because the denominator will decrease, right? So if you just get the number of people who have their expenditures less than D, it will give you the answer. Guys, 9th is probably the easiest question. It's all about the imagination and assumption part. See here, fuel cost is 5%. Let's say this amount is X. Fine, I don't care what is D salary right now. It is some, okay, fine. Or let's say 100 rupees. So this 100 rupees is for everyone, each and everyone. Okay, as stated in the question, it is same. Now it is being asked for whom it is more than 5%. Now I already know for D it is 5%. Now, how did this 5% come? It is fuel charge divided by expense. If these expenses are reduced, this 5% it will become more than 5%, right? That means if I search for people who have their expenses less than D, naturally this number will be greater than 5%. So basically I just have to find out the number of people whose expenses are below this line. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's
So,
it, done. Easiest question of all. No need for any calculation. Got it, everyone?
yes.
Yes, Kesari.
Yes, yes, yes.
Great. All right, let me write the answer since the network is unstable for quite a few of you. So the sixth answer is 5,000. The seventh answer is 12300. Eighth ka answer is 71.4243, whatever you consider, that is fine. Your ninth ka answer is 4 as discussed just now, and your 10th ka answer is 30.25. Pretty simple basic calculation, nothing much. Okay, then let's move forward. It's clear for everyone, right? Any doubts in this question? Okay. This is quite a simple question. I mean, it's a simple set, not much to do, but qualitative part is there. But what I would like you guys to do is try it as a homework so that you get easy and understandable part with your rise and number wala part, the sales wala part. Here you do not have to, I would say, go with the profit percentages and everything. That's it. So I'll give you the answers right now, but do ensure that you solve them. It is a little bit on the easier side than the previous one, but still. So 16th is 16th one is Bombay. Answer for 16th is Bombay. 17th one is Delhi. 18th is Chennai. 19 is Ahmedabad and 20 is Ahmedabad. I repeat, 16 is Bombay, 17 is Delhi, 18th is C, that is Chennai, 19th is Ahmedabad and 20th is Ahmedabad. Clear with the question, everyone? Anybody, any doubt? The key takeaway basically would be understanding when to use qualitative and when to use quantitative. We have had 4 sessions till now in the data interpretation part. From the time in these 4 sessions, now it must be clear to you guys, you can solve all the questions using a calculator. It would just take too much time. If you can save your time using qualitative, go for it. I hope this makes it clear for everyone how and in what way to approach the questions, like we did for the previous question, the 9th one. I hope I'm audible, guys. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
excuse me.
For a moment, I thought I was just speaking to myself. Okay then.
Kesri,
Yeah, go ahead.
actually, I have a doubt. Actually, I have read the first question, and he's saying that in 2011, 3,500 units are sold,
Yes.
and these numbers are the increase. Means these are the these we have to plus.
Percentage increase.
Okay, increase over means percentage.
Yeah, it's written here, see?
Okay, in the top. Okay, I got. Thank you.
That's why read the question carefully. Clear everyone? Then
Yes, case.
there was a quite similar question. Exactly. I mean, if you can refer to the CAT 2015 question paper, there was quite similar question in this. In that, it just had instead of being options, they had subjective questions. That's it. I mean, if I have to compare the difficulty level was quite comparable to this. It's just that instead of this years wala question, they had questions like this and not like this. Questions like this. All the questions were of this difficulty level, or even difficult than this, a bit difficult than this, but they had quite similar setup. So it's not that CAT can't ask easier question, it will slip in easier one or two questions in between the difficult part. And that is where it's difficult to spot which one's easy, which one's difficult. So you should have a hang of solving easy questions as well. If you don't know how easy questions look like, you won't be able to spot them in the first place. And you can score more in CAT only by not leaving an easy question, not by solving all the difficult questions. To get 95 to 97 percentile, you should not ideally be leaving any easy question. If you can solve all the easy questions, trust me, it will easily get you above 95 percentile in each paper. All right, then let's take the leave for the day.